Welcome to a video from thedigital-lifestyle.com. We have something a bit different this time. We're used to reviewing ultramobile laptops, tablets. This is a gaming laptop, and it's certainly a bit heavier than the traditional tuned ones that I've been reviewing recently. This is the Acer Predator 15 i5 processor, 16 gig of RAM, 128 gig SSD with a 1000 gig spinning hard drive as well. It's a beast of a machine, NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1060 graphics processor there. Let's have a look on the outside of it for a very nice looking machine. Look at that nice colourful keyboard, how it lights up like that. Right, what we got on ports? We've got power, 2 USB 3 ports, microphone, headphone, full-size SD card, and a DVD drive on there as well. If you're not using DVD drive, you can swap that out for the included extra fan. So there's a Cooler Master fan there, so you can take the drive out and stick that in its place instead. We've got big fan ports here at the back, and on the other side we've got a load more ports. We've got a USB-C port, which looks like it's Thunderbolt. We've got 2 more USB 3 ports, HDMI, DisplayPort, network adapter, and Kensington lock. So there you see this like rainbow effect on the keyboard. It's really nice actually. It lights up like that. I really like that, and the whole way that all the F keys light up, all these function keys, the keypad. Even the lid has got the Predator lights on there as well, and that lights up with a nice glow as well. It looks probably slightly more red on my on here than it does on the camera, but that's pretty impressive, that, isn't it? So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to look at the specs, and then I'm going to stick a game on here and we'll give it a try and see what we can do with it. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to get a game installed. We'll give that a try. Before I do that, and while I'm waiting for some stuff to download, we'll have a look at some of the other stuff on it. So first, the physical side of it. It's got a nice big keyboard on there with a numpad on there, and you've seen how it lights up as you use the keyboard. The keyboard is not quite as good as the really high-end Predator ones, which have got the mechanical keyboard, but it's still a nice key with these WASD keys, the gaming keys, highlighted. I think it's got a nice keyboard on it. It's not a mechanical keyboard. It's still a sort of chiclet one, but they are very solid, and there is no movement on the keyboard, no sponginess as you type in. You see it's not going anywhere. Key is really good, a very fast keyboard. You can certainly type really fast on this, and obviously it's designed for gaming. So keyboard is very nice. So it's got a nice big trackpad on there that supports multi-touch gestures like that, as you've just seen, and with 2 proper physical buttons for left and right mouse button, and you can turn the trackpad on and off using that button there. Okay, so this is the Acer Predator Sense, the sort of the control software for using this laptop, and you've got the hotkey buttons that you can use for this. So let's just close that and see. So it looks like you can control these keys. So that's like a shift between the different modes. So that one's set up, so button 1 disables sticky keys, button 2 is the maximum fans, which you can hear them kicking in then. That's max, and guess that's back to normal. So button 3 is for multimedia settings, game bar on 4 and Windows D on 5. So let's open this Predator Sense up. I haven't got it plugged in on power. This is just running off battery now as well, I should say, and it's actually showing 4 hours 22 minutes currently at 91%, so that's not bad for battery. It's because we're not gaming on it at the moment, but I'm just using the standard stuff, browsing, that kind of thing, so that gives you a good idea of how much battery you can expect to use if you use it in that sort of way. Gaming is going to reduce that down. I'm going to plug it in so we've got the maximum available battery life and power for while we're doing the testing. So here, this is the control center. You can see the CPU temperatures, and you can choose between these different modes: faster, turbo. So turbo boosts up the CPU clock frequency, so it's overclocking the GPU as well. That's going to give you better frame rate for your gaming. It is going to increase the system temperature, but then the fans will adjust for that as well. That mode isn't available. This mode isn't available on battery. It just has the normal mode available on there. Well, what about the speakers? So I've just put a game on here so we can test the audio. That's currently at 75% volume. Let's stick that right up. It's really loud. It's probably the loudest laptop I've ever used. It's coming through these speaker grills here. I'm going to turn that down a bit. So that is loud. So that's going to be great for music playback. I'm going to try some music playback in a minute. Right, let's try some music playback. This is at 28. Let me put it right up. A bit of 80s rock there. That sounds really good. It's loud, very clear. Nice bass response. It's not too bass heavy. It's quite trebly, but sounds really good through their speakers there. The speakers grills are up here. Before I try some games, I just wanted to show something on here, which is a screen resolution. It runs at 1920 by 1080, so it's proper 1080p resolution, and it is a very nice screen. Excellent colour reproductions. It's not glossy, so you don't get a lot of reflection on it actually, but it's very clear, very bright, and so a really nice screen, obviously good for gaming. So what I'm going to do now is I've got a couple of games installed on it, and then just to see what it looks like. One of them is Simraceway, and we've got some others to test as well, a FIFA demo as well. So let me fire some of these up. Right, so I'm going to try Simraceway, and I've plugged in a standard Xbox One controller through USB, and that'll be all used for playing the game. So here you are. As you can see, it looks really smooth, great graphics on there, and this machine is handling that no problem at all. We're not even running with the charger, we're running on battery power here, and sound is loud as well, nice and clear, and this is playing this without any effort at all. We're in the apart from my driving is not as good as the laptop power, but there you go. You can see how smooth it is. You've got the smoke effects, and this is having no problem with the scaling or anything like that. The distance, it's looking really good. Right, so I'm going to here try this with FIFA, and we left this on all the graphics settings on all out-of-the-box settings, so we'll just have a quick try of that. But you see, it's smooth, no issues with this playing this at all, and I can't even hear the fan at all. It's sounding really good. So I'm just running 3D Mark on it here now, because people would like to know some of the numbers behind the facts and figures on this, and as you'd expect, it handles it very well. So we'll see what the numbers come up at the end. One thing I have noticed as well, it's really quick to load up the scenes as well. Sometimes when I've been running 3D Mark, it always seems to take ages to load up the next scene, but they load up very quickly on this. And I'm not running this in overclocking mode either, I'm just leaving this in the standard mode, plugged in on power. And you can hear the fans kicking in as it's doing the CPU test now. So this picked up here 3,522. We can have a quick look what that compares to, but and I'll run the whole thing again so you can see. So I'll give you a little clip of the graphics. It does look pretty impressive. So that's a real quick look at this Acer Predator 15. It's a really nice gaming laptop. Yes, it's heavy and chunky, and it's got big fans on it, but it's also got a great screen, a great keyboard, and a good graphics processor in there. But if you want a gaming machine and you want to be able to take it with you, then this is an ideal solution. I really do like the way it's designed with the coloured keys and everything else like that, and I think Acer have got a really nice machine. I'm not a hardcore gamer on PC, I'm not playing PC games for some time. More use my Xbox for that, so I come as this as someone that's not really used gaming laptops very often, but I really do like that. Impressive. This would certainly be good for doing some video editing on as well, because it's going to have no problem tuning through large video files. Spinning hard drive, 16 gig of RAM, decent graphics processor, it's all going to mean that this is a great, powerful machine. And if you've got any questions, you can send them to ian@thegigitallifestyle.com.